Join me as I try to pull off the impossible by rescuing a crashing Navy jet midair. Mid-air rescues are some of the most intense and awe-inspiring feats you'll ever witness. And today, we're going to dive into one of the most incredible stories of bravery and quick thinking that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Imagine a Navy jet plummeting towards the ground, its pilot fighting for control, and a rescue team that must act fast to save his life. That's exactly what we're about to witness. The Navy jet, a state-of-the-art F/A-18 Hornet, was on a routine training mission when disaster struck. A critical systems failure left the pilots struggling to maintain control, and their situation quickly turned from bad to worse. The jet's engines began to fail, and the aircraft started to plummet towards the ground. The pilots' worst nightmare was unfolding before their eyes, and they knew they had to act fast if they wanted to survive. The cause of the failure was later attributed to a faulty fuel pump, which had been installed just days before the incident. The pump's malfunction led to a series of catastrophic events that ultimately resulted in the loss of power to the engines. As the pilots fought to regain control, they knew every second counted. The jet was going down, and they were running out of options. With the aircraft careening out of control, the pilots' only hope was to eject and pray that the rescue teams could reach them in time. They pulled the ejection handles, and their seats blasted out of the cockpit, leaving the stricken jet to crash to the ground. The pilots deployed their parachutes and began their descent, but they knew they were far from safe. They were hovering above the ocean, with no land in sight, and their rescue was by no means guaranteed. As the pilots drifted slowly towards the water, a mayday call was sent out to the nearby naval base, and a rescue team sprang into action. SH-6, a Seahawk helicopter, was scrambled, and its crew rushed to the scene, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The pilot's fate was far from certain, but one thing was clear: time was running out. The rescue team's navigation systems pinpointed the pilot's location, and the Seahawk closed in, its rotors whipping up the ocean spray. The rescue swimmer, a seasoned veteran, was winched down into the water, his eyes fixed on the struggling pilots. The swimmer fought against the powerful currents, his every move calmly deliberate, as he worked to secure the pilots into the rescue basket. The pilots were finally safe, their lives hanging in the balance just moments before. The rescue swimmer's heroism and the Seahawks' precision had saved the day, plucking the airmen from the jaws of disaster. It was a miracle, and one that would go down in the annals of aviation history.